Okay, good afternoon, sir. The results are still coming in, but what are you seeing? Is there still a pathway to victory for your party?
Yes, I believe there's a pathway to victory for our party. I want to say to our supporters, thanks for the support we have gotten during the election. Be patient. We're keeping on top of it. We will do anything to ensure that the results of these elections are the true results. We will stay on top of it to ensure that no irregularities occur at this stage. And we do believe once there are no irregularities, then there's a pathway to victory.
But by this stage, you would have gotten copies of your SOPs from your party agents. What are those showing you?
What we are seeing is that by the time we finish, if we win Region 4, if we continue on this trajectory, we will win. If, however, there's a slight slowdown or anything, then it will put us under pressure. But if the trend in Region 4 continues, notwithstanding we didn't do what we expected to do in Linden, we are likely to win the elections.
For Linden, what we're seeing from that region is the region might flip to the Win party. That must be devastating for your party, which has enjoyed support over the years from Linden and Region 10.
We have enjoyed support in Linden. We're well aware that the government really ostracized Linden and that the level of poverty in Linden is very high. And unfortunately, in these elections, a lot of money played its role. And I think Linden might have been the victim of the money that was circulated. But such a thing is short-lived. We will regroup, do what we have to do, and we guarantee you we will regain Linden.
In Region 4, because this is the region that your party too has always looked to do well in these elections, but we're seeing a low voter turnout in many of the communities yesterday. Is that worrying at this stage?
It is not worrying. What is, like I said, once we continue the trend and we are winning in Region 4, we recognize that in some of the communities, Win became involved and got some votes. But it's not really worrying, it's a concern.
On the national map though, because the last time the APNU plus AFC would have done well in a couple of regions, but you're not seeing that trend at this stage based on what GCOM has put out so far. So, the confidence I'm trying to understand, are you still confident though?
I am confident. All the areas had low voter turnout. And so we will get nowhere close to where we were in 2015 and 2020. I think the low voter turnout is an indication that people are becoming tired of the political system. And we need to sit down and rework it and come again.
How do you come again though? When you see in some of your strongholds where you enjoyed good support, you're not doing well at this stage.
Let me remind you, in 2006 in the stronghold, we went down and we did work and came back up by 2015. I have no doubt that we can do the work and come up. I think we created a vacuum in Linden which Win filled. We will close that vacuum.
So at this stage, as it is, just to go again, you still have some confidence of winning these elections, even with what you're seeing in your statements of form?
Yes, because the strongest region is still to come, Region 4.
And you're confident that it will swing comfortably in your position? Because to lose 9 regions and just win 1, could that push you over?
Well, we in the last elections, we really only won 2 regions, 10 and 4. We were like a tie-in, we call it. Look, Region 4 and 10 have always been critical to us, and we make up in the various areas. We did better in the quarantine this time than we did in 2020. So that also will impact.
Well, you must be looking at what may have gone wrong, while you may not have been able to pull out a lot of your base. What do you think went wrong?
I think a lot of people were hoping for a coalition. And when we didn't get a coalition, some people felt you couldn't win without a coalition. And I think that is one thing that might explain the low voter turnout, because really and truly, Guyanese were looking forward to a coalition between the APNU and the AFC, and that moral boost that would have come from coalition didn't exist. And I believe as a result of that, some amount of apathy develop in what was previously APNU AFC coalition areas.
So what will the day look like for the party in terms of going through these statements of poll? What is the party doing right now to?
We're just tabulating it, and we will do the analysis of the situation and then work our way forward.
Okay. Thanks a lot, sir.
Okay, thank you.